And I was just contemplating, if you will, the new normal that we live under now. And I don't think I like it, but I don't have much say in that, I guess. Just a citizen, longtime taxpayer, but the new normal just doesn't coincide with my beliefs as a free man. And be frank with you, it kind of irritates me. It irritates me mostly because, not because of what it does to me, it doesn't do anything to me because I don't comply. I mean, if I have to wear a mask, eat inside a supermarket, then I pull it up, at least up to here, over my mouth. Just walk in, nobody's ever stopped me, and I go about my business. I've never worn it above my nose, never. I like breathing. But what bothers me is the compliance, the unquestionable compliance, basically. I mean, at first people were a little upset, and now I hear them talking about it's the new normal. And I got a nice mask on Amazon. It was fashionable, and it really looks good. It matches my skin and my hair, my makeup. I got my makeup to match my mask. And I'm thinking, I don't like this new normal. People are so compliant. It concerns me, especially if in fact, the Harris team, I call them the Harris team because I'm not even certain Biden's going to be inaugurated. I think something could happen before then, conveniently, of course. And, or if not, it's shortly thereafter. I mean, I don't think anybody in their right minds believes that Joe Biden is mentally capable of being, of running a department store, never mind the country. I mean, the guy is mentally incompetent. And that woman is, I don't even know what to say. She's the face of evil. I look at her and I see evil. It's funny how I can look at certain politicians and I see evil. I see the way they smiled, that shifty shift there, and that Schumer. Oh, they have the face of the devil. I swear to God, they're Satanists. You can say what you want about Donald Trump, but he was a smiley guy, happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and funny. He was the best comedian in the last 20 years that I've seen. He had great lines. It was funny to watch. He was, I know he's a billionaire, but I kind of felt like he was just like one of us, throw out a line that I'd throw out, and I liked him. I found him to be amusing. He's the first traditional, if you will, candidate that I ever voted for. I never voted for either a Democrat or a Republican in a national election. I voted for them when I first started voting for local reps and stuff like that. That's all we had. I'm from South Boston. I don't ever remember a Republican even being on the ballot. So, you wouldn't dare vote Republican back then anyway, because it's like a religion in South Boston, Democrats. But different times too. They didn't seem to be as evil as they are now. There was a lot of crooks back then. I mean, Mayor Curley and, going up the ladder, they're all crooks, but at least I don't think they were as evil as they are now. They just seem to be, I don't know, it's almost like they're on some sort of drug or something. They have this look about them that if you ever notice their eyes, they're looking through you almost when they talk, and they're like robotic. Someone once said, somebody I follow said that he thought that they were bots. They were just robots and memes or whatever. And I kind of think there's a possibility that some of them aren't real, in the sense that I know a lot of politicians have body doubles, and I saw a couple of Joe Biden's post-election speeches, and I remember, a couple of them I said, I mean, he almost seems normal in these. I mean, he's not making a lot of gaffes, and I said he could pass for someone who didn't have dementia. And then I started looking at him, and his eyes didn't seem to be exactly the same color as the eyes I remembered on the guy who was making all the gaffes. And I thought, I remember reading that, a lot of celebrities have body doubles because, that way, if they go out or something, they don't want to be mobbed by people. So they'll send the double in one door and they'll go in the other door, in a limo or whatever, so they don't get mobbed by the crowds and stuff. So it kind of made sense to me. It's not a conspiracy or anything. It's just something I picked up on. Somebody had mentioned it one time. So I kind of look for it now. I look at their ears, their eyes, their lips, distinguishing features that you can tell one from the other. And the good part is that you take a guy like Biden, he's been around for 47 years, okay? There's lots of pictures on him, on Google. So you can get an idea of, over the years, his features and how they changed over the years. And then you look at them, today, and you might see, sure, as people get older, sometimes their ears get bigger, or, they get obviously put on more weight in their face. And so your features can't change, but generally your eyes are the one thing that you can kind of use as a barometer to determine if they're the same person. So I kind of like doing that. I had a friend who used to like trying to pick up on mistakes in movies. The guy'd be wearing a red tie and talking to this woman who was sitting across the room, and then they'd point to the woman, and then they'd point back to him, and he had a different color tie on or a different shirt or something like that. He used to pick up on things like that. Boom, boom, boom. He almost went to the movies for that purpose, as opposed to I miss him. He's a good guy. And anyway, so the new normal is not my cup of tea. And they're starting to push the vaccines heavily now. I notice every single video I watch online is something about vaccines and how the vaccines are coming along and they make great strides and they're ready. They're going to be ready for, 1 million people a month. I think Biden said 1 million people a day, some crazy ass figure. I'm thinking, my God, 8 months and you're going to take a vaccine that's, why didn't they have a vaccine for the seasonal flu that works? They have one, but never heard of it. This and this one, this is going to be it. And then, next thing is going to be the booster shot. And after that, it'll be some other booster that you'll need twice a year. And, the whole 9 yards, it's going to happen. And then they're going to issue identification cards that get punched. If you don't get your shot, you don't get it punched, the card or whatever. The whole thing is stamped, whatever they're going to do. The whole thing is, it's disturbing, and it's, again, I don't care. I'm not going to comply. They can tell me, you can't go on an airplane. I don't care. I don't want to. I've done enough airplanes in my life. I don't care. I like where I live. There's plenty of things to explore around where I live, and probably never get finished exploring them all by the time I die. So they can threaten me with stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. I suppose if, they threaten me that I can't go to the supermarket or the farms, I might be in trouble. But also, don't forget, there's always ways around everything. The government makes rules, and there are people out there who know how to break those rules. And I know some of the people. And for instance, if I needed proof of vaccination, I could find a doctor who for a price would do it. I know I could. And sometimes it's not that the doctor's a criminal. It's that he has this as I do. So you find a doctor who thinks like you do, and they're out, believe it or not, they're out there. You know, there are MDs who are actually holistic doctors. They believe in they don't believe in using drugs for everything. They believe in the natural approach. And I think if you went in and explained your reasons for not wanting to get it, I think they would be simpatico with you. And also, don't forget, you do have the religious thing, but the way religion's going in this country, the way they're destroying Christianity in America, I'm not so sure. They might just tell you to go screw yourself, that they don't care about your religion, because the Constitution means nothing to them. After all, it's the new normal. So it's very disturbing, but we'll survive. Even if Biden happens to get in, or Harris, whoever the hell's going to run, or whoever the hell's going to be the president, I don't know, one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's going to be her for the majority of the term, because, you know, liberals get just giddy at the thought of a woman president, number one. And now if you can get a black woman president, oh, I mean, it's the best. And then the only thing that would be better is maybe if she was transsexual or something. Maybe she'll become one. Maybe she'll become a tranny. Is that okay to use that word? I don't care if it's okay or not. Go fuck yourself if you don't like it. But anyway, that's me. I probably shouldn't have said that harsh word, but I did. So, and I'm not in the mood for trimming this video. So if you don't like it, unfriend me. I don't care. But anyway, the new normal, I think it sucks. I got to go. Got to do some work. It's good talking to you folks. Have a good night.